Qualifying, driving through the field and introducing himself, closing on the top 15. Let's go to Kim.
Michelle Young, Arizona Army National Guard.
Lance Corporal Andrew W. Nowacki, United States Marine Corps.
Specialist 4th Class Kevin M. McCrae, United States Army. We are forever grateful.
Jack Links presents.
In between, Ryan Priest qualified 28th, and he too has a position inside the top 20, 17th right now. So the 60 showing some speed tonight, and they've been really good on these mile-and-a-halves.
And that in-season bracket, we've got, with Prime here 5 races, and this will seed that bracket as those drivers go through the next 5 races after that for the $1 million. And I feel like that really is up for grabs. There are really no favorites in that. I mean, there are a lot of, circumstance, luck, bad luck, good luck could play a role and put some pretty unique names in that semifinal and final round.
15 to go, now 14 stage 1. Let's get an update from Kim.
Yeah, it's been a challenging weekend for Kyle Busch. Had no power steering yesterday, so didn't make a lap of practice, and now dealing with a balance issue extremely tight. He is not happy with the changes that they took under the last stop, but listen to what he told his team.
If it's possible, it can be tighter. It is. No fire off speed, super tight, still tight. If you went down on right front air, that's the wrong way.
So you heard him say, if you went down on right front air, that's the wrong way. Steve, how complicated does it make it when your driver is trying to crew chief from behind the wheel?
Well, complicated, but to be honest, you want to hear the feedback, but you ignore all the sarcasm. You have to take the emotion out. You have to appreciate that Kyle Busch is out there swatting flies, battling everything he can do behind the wheel. I don't love it, but look, I took enough abuse from, I won't name names, 2 drivers I worked with over my career. And, I love the passion of Kyle Busch. I've always said that, but it does make it difficult when the sarcasm gets a little thick.
I want to mention the 88 right there, SVG. Had really good pace in practice. He struggled on the ovals. We know he's dominant, good on the road courses. Had a hard time trying to learn the ovals, but he's shown some good speed. 7th and 15 lap averages yesterday, and he's right here battling in the top 20, giving Brad everything he's got. Brad trying to take the line away, forcing SVG out of the gas, but so far I would say this is a really good night for that 88 team.
Hey, Shane Van Gisbergen, talented driver, and his time is coming. And why do I say that? Because we got a run of road courses this summer, and we know he'll be stout, drifting a little bit right now. Here comes Ross Chastain, another driver that's dealt with adversity tonight, but flashing down to the inside of driver 88, this for 21st.
In a backup car, with that number 1, hit the wall in practice, destroyed the primary. Really, really fast before that, and I think they're finding the speed as this race goes on.
Now, look, I was hard on Kyle Busch on the radio. I guess I was looking for a little bit more smiles out of a guy who got a contract extension, right? Got an extension at Richard Childress Racing, and I think that's why I love kind of the drive and the determination, even though sometimes it can be a little rough. Speaking of contracts, they're getting handed out because William Byron got a long-term extension with Hendrick Motorsports. I love this signing, this extension. There's nothing I don't like about basically the trajectory of this young man's career. So not shocked that Jeff Gordon, Rick Hendrick, and the group locked him down.
The 600 race weekend is a big one, and actually the whole week's a big one for the whole industry. A lot of events and a lot of parties and a lot of celebration, and also some great announcements always kind of reserved for this particular weekend.
I sent a text to my agent yesterday. I said, I don't know what's in the water, but it may be time to strike, Let's go down to Marty.
Adam, it wasn't long ago that Ty Gibbs was fighting for the top 10 spot. Now he is way back in the 23rd position. What's going on? Listen in.
Yep, we are so tight. I got you, bud. We got a lot of laps left. This is what we talked about in the taller. We need to focus on lap time right now. We'll fix it at the pit stop.
All right, Steve, let's have an honest conversation. How many times did you have to remind Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon, hey, it's the Coke 600. There's a long race tonight.
That was it. That was really it. Hey, here was basically my checkbox. I hear you. Monster Energy Onboard giving us a great shot for Gibbs. I hear you. I believe you. We talked about this. I am going to make changes when you come back, right? I just got to reaffirm, Dale, that you're not out there by yourself. I believe what you're telling me. I'm going to work on it on the next pit stop.
I just feel like they need to work on his confidence. I mean, he's been beaten up. Hey, caution's out.
Out of shape, down the front straightaway. Caution with 3 to go.
Another HMS car.
Sure, your tires are up.
Likely going to end the stage.
I know they're down, but don't rip up the body here.
Yeah, going to drag something off that thing. Steve driving around with a flat tire on the right front.
It looks, I can't tell if it's the height of the car with the right front down or if something's broken in the back and it looks a little askew. Direction, let's see.
Same spot as a 5 right there. It's loose, corrects the car into the wall.
That is late off the corner.
There's the bumps over there, dude, are so bad all the way to the exit of the corner. They're massive, especially further around the corner. That is a hard lick.
He was running 9th when it got away from him.
I'm telling you.